No. Yes, I am wearing a very cool hat. Please tell me you think it's cool. Whatever. I don't care what you think. It's my hat, and I like it, and I think it's cool. And you got to live with that. I'm going to be wearing this in all of my videos. Okay, today is going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Now, usually I would do this with a mat, but I don't have it in the room right now. This is not my room, actually. This is our study. Those are all of my dad's records. Quite the library, don't you think? Anyways, that's Charmeleon right there. I'm going to be going over my extra deck and my main deck. It's Mirror Force, the trap card. Yeah. Now, I don't want to hear any, like, ranting about some of the cards in my deck. Okay, it's my deck, and it's got pretty good synergy. For those of you who don't understand what synergy is, it's, you know, the way cards work together. Yeah. So, let's see what we got! Oh, also, if you remember from the first video with my sister, I also do Vanguard and Buddy Fight. I know, it's a terrible name. Sometimes I'm embarrassed to say it. I just call it Buddy Fight. Because let's be honest, that's what it really is, just Buddy Fight. It's kind of like a bad version of Vanguard, if you think about it. Anyways, I know, I'm hideous. Okay, first up we have Mirror Force, trap card. Actually, in the mirror, it kind of looks like Dark Mirror Force, which is completely different from this one. This Mirror Force destroys attack position monsters. The other one destroys defensive position monsters. See the difference? One last look at it. There you go. Giant Rat, level 4, Earth attribute. Beast type. This card, when it's destroyed by battle, you can special summon an Earth attribute monster from your deck. I'm not sure if it's backwards or not. It looks backwards in the camera. Mystical Space Typhoon and Junk Synchron. You all know what those guys are. Tuning. This spell allows me to add Junk Synchron to my hand, since he's the only Synchron monster in my deck. Charmander. Enemy Controller. We all know what this card does. And for you noobs out there, this card has two effects. You can switch one of your monsters to defense mode, or tribute a monster and take control of a monster you choose. So yeah. Magical Stone Excavation, in case I need to get a spell back. Scalosaurus, you'll find out soon enough. He's a Gemini type monster. That means he has two different effects, and he can be treated as a normal monster. Also, this guy can be treated as an Earth attribute, dinosaur type. If you can tell that it says it's a zombie monster. But it can actually be both a zombie and a dinosaur type. Ghost Trick Stein. See, this is the thing I was talking about. The Ghost Trick monsters. I don't want to hear you ranting about how, oh, you can't call them, or something like that. But, you know, I have that very rare, Ghost Trick Lantern that allows you to summon them. You know, because when you attack... Oh, forget it! Magic Cylinders. We all know what this card does. It redirects the attack. Even though it's a weird way of saying that. It just redirects the attack. Heraldic Beast Unicorn. I got two of those in the deck. This is a new card that I've gotten in a recent booster pack. The field spell Xyz Override. Override. Don't laugh at the way I'm holding the card, okay? Basically, if an Xyz monster on the field would activate its effect by detaching its own overlay unit, or Xyz material, or whatever you want to say, I say overlay unit. I've been exposed to the TV show way too much, okay? Okay, its controller banishes one card from their hand face down instead of detaching one of those overlay units. Well, that's good. That's a handy spell. That's a handy field spell right there. I'm glad I put this in my deck. 1 for 1, it allows me to add a level 1 monster to my hand after discarding another monster from my hand. It actually allows me to summon a monster from my deck or hand that's level 1. Call of the Haunted, we all know what this card can do. It brings back one monster from the graveyard in attack mode, and if this card is destroyed, so is the monster, and vice versa. A gold light pulsar dragon, or pulsar, or whatever you want to say. You can special summon it from your hand by banishing one light and dark attribute monster from your graveyard. Or you can special summon it from the graveyard by sending a light and a dark attribute monster from your hand to the grave. I don't really bring it back from the graveyard that often. Chronomaly Moai Carrier, level 5, Earth attribute. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, I think it's a level 10. Please let me know. You can feel free to pause it. Dark attribute, Dragon type, badass. Xyz unit, an equip spell that equips to an Xyz monster. Duh. It gives an extra overlay unit plus 200 extra attack points for every rank it has. Oh, damn, my arm's starting to get tired. Goblinberg, we all know what this guy can do. You can switch him to defense mode, and then... Sorry, there's this funny picture. Let me show you. Next time, just buy the cookies. That's funny. And kind of creepy. That's not my laptop, that's my dad's. Anyways, back to the cards. Heraldic Beast Ale, level 4, Earth attribute, Beast. That's his type. Never mind. Numbers overlay boost. Sorry. It's hard to read it backwards. Basically, you target a number monster on your field. Sorry, my eye's bothering me. You target a number monster in your field, and you put 2 monsters in your hand as overlay units to that monster. Yeah, it doesn't say you can. And now for my best card. A gold black luster soldier. Ow, damn it. A gold black luster soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. Level 8 light attribute. This is a very good card to put in my deck since I have a lot of light and dark attribute monsters in my deck. Also a lot of earth and 1 wind attribute monster. Cool. Now, sorry, I got distracted. So yeah, we all know what he can do. He can attack twice, and he can banish a monster. Does Voltscalf? If you don't remember from the original series, this was part of Yugi's deck. Wait, why is he an Earth attribute? He looks more like he should be a Dark attribute. But his picture sure is badass. Sorry, the background on the thing keeps changing and I get distracted by it. Ghostrick Witch. Level 2 Dark attribute. A Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yes, I have it. I have 2 others, but I didn't put them in this deck. I had to get rid of them for other cards. But I actually only need 1. Ghostrick Jiangshi. Xyz Shift. You can contribute an Xyz monster on your field, and then bring out another one that has the same type, attribute, and rank. But it has to be a different name. That's why it has Utopia with Excalibur on it. I mainly use it for numbers 96 and 65. And Utopia and Starlaze Pal Dynamo. Is that it? I think that's it. Dark Bribe. If you don't know what it can do, activate it to negate a spell or trap card. You can destroy it, and then your opponent draws a card. That's why it's called Dark Bribe. Chronomaly Tula Guardian. Chronomaly Wing Sphinx. Sword of Revealing Light. We all know what this can do. Your opponent can attack for 3 turns, and all face-down cards are flipped face-up on its field. Heraldic Beast Albert Conway. Chronomaly Aztec Mask Golem. You're probably thinking, why does he have so many Heraldic Beasts and Chronomaly monsters? I like the Chronomaly monsters, and I have Genome Heritage. Your argument is invalid. Cyber Dragon, because he's a badass. Summoner Monk. He's basically designed for Xyz summoning. Monster Reborn. The name speaks for itself. Gotrek Neko Musume. Sekretsu Armor. Target an attacking monster on your opponent's field and destroy it when it's attacking you. Star Changer. Reduce or increase one monster's level on your field. Again, another card designed for Xyz summoning. Arabi and Gillosaurus. Earth attribute, level 4 and 3. Both dinosaur types. A gold bottomless trap hole. Also, that Tula Guardian was gold too. And also Des Volskalf was gold too. Okay. Maliseverus Fork, Spoon, and Knife. These are very good for summoning number 96. If you saw that episode. It was one with Jinbuster and King Overfiend. I know, I'm a huge nerd with this, but I just love the game so much. Achicha Archer. If you don't remember what he can do, when you summon him, you can inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. Magical Mallet allows you to put any cards in your hand back in your deck, reshuffle, and draw. Xyz Avenger. If you guys don't know this card, it cannot be affected by Xyz monsters, meaning that that their effects do not work on him. Also, if he is destroyed by an Xyz monster, it triggers one of 3 abilities. Let's see here. If the monster was a rank 3 or lower, your opponent sends 1 card from their extra deck to the graveyard. Rank 4, choose 1 card in your opponent's extra deck and send it to the graveyard. Rank 5 or higher, your opponent sends as many cards from their extra deck to the graveyard as possible, but not more than the Xyz monster's rank. Here's what I don't understand. Xyz Avenger. The picture shows a dragon, but it says that it's a fiend-type monster. Questions? Sorry, it's the picture again. It's really funny. Maiden with eyes of blue. This is why I only need 1 blue eyes. This little girl here, she can tame that savage beast. Secret Rare Gaga Magician. I have the same one, only in number 20 Giga Brilliant and Chaos number 96 Dark Storm. Yeah. Let me know if you like my hat. Draining Shield. Basically, you negate your opponent's attacks, and you gain the damage you would have taken. Sorry, I know you don't like looking at my ugly face. I've come to accept it, why can't you? Chronomally Cabrera Trebuchet, or a Catapult, or whatever you want to say. Basically, a Trebuchet is like a Catapult. Oxygeddon. I only have him merely because he's a dinosaur type. It's not that I like the dinosaur types. It's just, well, you'll see when I get to the extra deck. Ghost Trick Jack Frost. This is also a new card I got. Dark Flare Dragon. He came with Light Pulsar Dragon. The first Light Pulsar Dragon I got. I have 3. 2 are gold and 1's original. Gold Eclipse Wyvern. Graceful Charity. You can draw 3 cards and discard 2. Heraldic Beast Unicorn. Wait, I told you I already had this one in my deck. Why did I show you again? God, I'm an idiot. Ghost Trick Yukiona and Lantern. Okay. Now, you'll see why I have some of these cards in my deck. I already told you, for the Maliseverus monsters, Dark Mist. For those of you who don't know this card, it's a rank 2, Dark type Fiend monster. You can Xyz summon it by overlaying 3 level